Alright farmers, it's Thursday the 1st of June and we're back with some mods. Right, first up we've got the Lizard MMT. This is by Vulex, 2.99 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under mulches. So 40 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 1.8 meter working width. So you're going to be using it on sort of small farming shenanigans, that sort of thing. It's going to take ages to do a massive field, but alright, fair enough. 6 mile an hour working speed, $2,500 to buy, no options. Oh, that's all right. I mean, if you've got small fields on the go, you want to get that little bit of extra bonus to your croppage, get this mulcher. Yeah, very nice. And next up is the Lizard Bulent 40. This is by Kaya Mods, 12.97 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under cultivators. So 95 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 3.8 meter working width, 7 mile an hour working speed, $9,500 with 3.8. It's on the small side, so again, like the mulcher, going to be for your small farming shenanigans. But to be fair, that looks ace. I mean, the detail on that. I mean, putting aside the small working width, but then if you're on small farming, it's not a problem anyway. That looks brilliant. Yeah, very nice. We're going to continue the small-ish farming pieces of equipment with the AgroMouse Falcon 3 Plus. This is by JMZ, 12.59 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this under planters. So it's going to do your usual planting shenanigans, your corn, your sunflowers, soybeans, sugar beet, and your cotton. Fair enough. 1500 litre capacity on the seed tank, 130 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 4.5 metre working width. So we're sort of going up in size, to be fair, today. 6 mile an hour working speed, $20,000 to buy. The only option is your wheel brands and the tyres. Fair enough. That's all right, though. I mean, 4.5 metre working width, yeah. I mean, you've got a massive field, you're going to take ages, but sort of small to medium fields, this will sort you out nicely. Next up is 5 round bales trailer. This is by Wolfex Modding, White Ball Modding, 3.82 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under bale loaders. So obviously this is for picking up round bales. $9,000 to buy. You got the option to change the main colour, which does the main frame, and then the rim colour is obviously going to do the rims. Now it says on the website it does 1.1 to 1.8 metre round bales. But I tried that. I tried the 1.8. Yeah, it didn't accept it. It only accepted 125 centimetre bales. I couldn't get the others in. Now, this is a little tricky. I'm going to say that. So first off, what you want to do is put your help menu on. That would be a good idea. LB and A on fold. So that's going to pop it out to the right hand side. And then once it's finished going through its animation, you're good to go. Now, you really do need to get sort of square on with these, because they do tend to spin around. Dear oh dear. So once you've got yourself in the right area, LB and B, lower it down and then line it up as best you can like that. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. So you slide it all the way through to the back like that. Once it gets to the end, LB and B, lift it up and then spin it around for the next one. So we'll go for this one again. There we are, like that. So just line it up. You've got to be a little bit careful. So LB and B to lower it down. And you edge it in. Oh, do you know what? It went a lot worse when I tried this out earlier on. Dear, oh dear. It's gone way better than I expected. Oh, shocking. Alright, we'll carry on then. So, oh, spin it around. That's because it's put out to the side. Spin it around like that. So we're going to go for this one. No, it's a bit far forward, isn't it? Alright, we'll go for this one. Screw it, let's do it. Right, so lower it down, then sort of go into the right area. And then once you get in there, it should slide in nicely like that. Lift it up, and then move on to the next one. We're going to get all 5 done. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Right, so this one, lower it down. I see. It's edging it. It's edging it. So we'll lift it up. Angle it a bit better. There we are, that's better. So get to it. There you are. Lower it down. Oh, just like that. And we'll go round for the last one. Then we'll take it all out. That doesn't like turning, I must admit. So we'll get close like that. Lower it down. And edge it in. I see, it's gone a bit crooked. That's what I mean, it's a bit fiddly. So you do need to get it lined up really well. Otherwise you're going to catch it on the edges. So let's try that again. I don't think this is going to work, mind you. But alright, we'll give it a go. Are we in? A bit of speed, is that going to do it? No, it's just making it worse. Right, let's get this last one in. Right, so now we've got all 5 bales in. What you want to do is fold it up first, because if you lower it down like that, L, B and B, and then L, B and right stick up and down, opens up the back chute. But it sort of catches onto them. I mean, it will unload them a little bit, but the best way to do it, we close that up like that, just shove that back in, why not? If you do L, B and A, fold it back in so it's in the old transporting position, then once that's done, it does tend to unload a little bit better. I don't know whether it's a bit lower or anything like that, so lower it down, open up the back chute, and then we'll just drive away. There you are, sorted. I mean, that's a nice little sausage of grass for you. Obviously it'll do all sorts of round bales, wrapped, unwrapped, entirely up to you. That's alright though. I mean, it's a little bit fiddly to get used to it, you know, especially going into there through those prongs, mind you. You can really knock the bales around, but instead, something different. Very nice. And next up is the Samsung SG and TGX. This is by Smetty, 15.25 megabyte on the download. You're going to find them on the slurry tankers. Now, obviously, these are for specific vehicles. So we've got the SG28. So that's going to be for the Class Zerion 3000, 4000 and 5000. And then the TGX is going to be for the saddle track, the Class Zerion saddle track. Fair enough. So we'll go into this one, the SG28. As the name would suggest, 28,000 litre capacity, 250 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 10 mile an hour working speed, 162 grand. You then got the usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. Come down to attacher type, so you got your Zerion 3000, 4000, 5000, or back to 3000. Obviously, slightly longer neck on it. Fair enough. You then got the main colour, so you go for whichever one you want. Changes the main tank. And then your rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. I like that, a little bit of a gooseneck sort of slurry tanker. That's all right. And if you have got the Class Zerion saddle track, obviously we've got this. The TGX, same capacity, 28,000 litres, 250 horsepower requirement, 10 mile an hour working speed, a little bit cheaper. That's interesting, 142 grand on that one. Fair enough. Again, usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. Again, main colour is going to change the main tank. And then rim colour is obviously going to do the rims. I mean, if you've got one of those Zerions, yeah, hook this up to the back of it. Oh, I like that. Very nice. And the last mod for the day is the International 46 Series Pack. This is by Wolfex Modding, Whiteball Modding, 15.07 megabyte on the download. You're going to find them under small tractors. Now, these are brilliant. If you're into your old school tractors, these are ace. So we'll go into this one first, the two-wheel drive version. So it's got an 85 horsepower engine, 24 mile an hour top speed, 21,950, although we have got an optional extra on the rim colour from the start. Right, okay, fair enough. So first option, we've got 946 old decal, new decal, 1046 old decals, that puts up to 100 horsepower. Then you've got a new decal version, 1246 gives it 122 with the old decal, 1246 122 horsepower with the new decal, a turbo, 150 horsepower with old and new decal, and then back to the original. Go for the turbo every day. Why not? Then you've got the usual shenanigans of the wheel brands and the tyres. We've got a nice couple of sets of twins in there as well, to be fair. Front attachment, no. Weight holder, weight, front hydraulic, or nothing. Then configurations, these are ace. These are ace. So it comes standard as a cabin. You can then have wide fenders, mirrors, no cabin, wider fenders 2, fenders 2, O2. So you've got wider fenders 2, and then fenders. Right, fair enough. Wider fenders O2, roll bar. Oh, awesome. And then back to the cabin. Obviously, finish up, you've got your rim colours you can have for your grey, cream, or black. I mean, to be fair, I mean, look at the state of that. That's awesome. And then obviously we've got the four-wheel drive version. So it's going to have the same engine output. So it starts off at 85, up to 150 for the decals. The only difference is we don't have a colour option. All right, fair enough. But we do have these twins all round. I mean, look at the state of that. So you've got normal standard tyres on the inside wheel, and then you've got a sort of thin twin wheel on the outside. That looks awesome. And if you hook that up with the roll bar, I mean, look at that. That is brilliant. We've also got a new map as well. So we've got Oceanside Forest. This is by Carl TG and Pixel Farms. 142.74 megabyte on the download. And wasn't Oceanside one of the villages on The Walking Dead? Was that just me? All right, carry on. And the only update for the day is the Lizard Turntable Ladder 2312cc. This is by Nerkseki and Saucy Modding. So that's your mods done for you. Why not hit that join button? Come join us on Andy's Farm. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today. And I'll see you in the next one.